So we've come to the end of another year. Here is the happy recap and what I see coming up in the future. And I'm getting started telling you about that stuff right now. My name is Eli Magaz and I'm a real estate advisor here in Charlotte, North Carolina and the surrounding areas of Charlotte, North Carolina and South Carolina, specializing in luxury homes and new home construction. But most importantly, I am your realtor with heart. I am not trying to sell you a house. I'm here to try and help you find a home and a lifestyle that you and your family are gonna love. If you think that you and I are a good fit, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is down below. So the yearly recap, and what a year it has been. A crazy year in real estate in general, and especially here in Charlotte. So what has gone on in the last year? We have seen an increase, a tremendous increase in prices. Maybe 15 or 20% in some areas in prices from the last year. Homes were extraordinarily difficult to come by and get. We've had to offer above asking price. There have been multiple offers on many homes, and many homes we have had to waive the appraisal, waive inspections, waive repairs, allow leasebacks. We have done everything in our power to get our buyers a home. Not just any home, a home that they really love. For the most part, all areas of the Charlotte metro area have been extraordinarily competitive. Whether it's South Charlotte, North Charlotte, East or West, extraordinarily competitive to get a home. All price points have been extraordinarily competitive. In the markets that I typically work in, usually in the higher end markets, even in the multi-million-dollar range, there has been competition for homes. We have had a reset of the bar. We used to be able to get a home here in Charlotte for $350,000 or $400,000 in a school district that people wanted to be in, a nice home with many bells and whistles for $350,000 or $400,000. Right now, that bar has been reset. $500,000 probably won't even get us in the door. What we have seen as well are greedy home sellers. Now, greedy home sellers are people who have purchased a home, let's say, for $900,000 last year and are now trying to flip them and sell them for $1.6 million, putting in a minimal amount of work. I have clients that I was working with. They loved the house. The house was selling for $1.6 million. The house was purchased for $950,000 last year. They said that they put $250,000 into the house. They had a list of things that they did. I took a look at the old pictures. Maybe they put in $50,000 redoing the floors. That's it. So let's say they're into it for $1 million. Let's give them profit for $200,000. We made an offer on that house, very competitive offer. Remember, they're asking 1.6. They came back, counter offered at 1.575. A little bit greedy. That house has been withdrawn from the market. Another home in a very nice neighborhood, great school district, great location, selling for $1.7 million. House was purchased about 7 years ago for $1 million. The house needs to be updated already. It's a dark house, needs work. One of the bathrooms, the master, needs to be upgraded. I could comp that house out at about $1.4 million. They're selling it for $1.7 million. My clients went in, very competitive offer. We got a counter offer for $1.675. That house is still on the market. That's at 56 days, which is unheard of in this market. That's a great house and an epic lot, yet it's still on the market. Bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. Long story short is I did find a brand new home coming out of the ground that my people were able to make a bid on, which is another story. A highest and best bid We got in there, didn't think we were gonna make it, but we got it. So my buyers are taken care of, thankfully. And that's a good segue into new construction homes. But before I talk about those, remember, if you like this video, please go down and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. So new construction homes are going through the same issues. There are not enough new construction homes to go around. There are not enough lots. Home builders are holding back on lots. They're not releasing lots. It is a struggle to get a new home in a very desirable area here in the Charlotte metropolitan area. Brand new homes are going for highest and best bids. They are bidding highest and best on lots. They are holding lotteries. There are a handful of neighborhoods where you can still get a brand new home without having to go through all the lottery shenanigans, but they're few and far between. Some neighborhoods are releasing 2 lots per month. Some are releasing no lots per month. Some are starting bidding on their lots. One neighborhood in particular, they give you a price of the lot, let's say $40,000, and they say, make us an offer, a highest and best offer. If you win the highest and best, you get to build a house in this neighborhood. It's actually a couple of neighborhoods here in the Charlotte area. So what's up in the future? What do I see happening in the next year? So, number one, we still got this coronavirus thing going on, and that has not stopped people from buying homes. It actually has accelerated people from buying homes. But what has held us back, in particular, new construction builders can't get the supplies that they need to keep pumping out the homes. So that's why they've pulled back on the reins. So as new homes are being built, people are jumping on top of them and they're bidding up the homes. And every time a new home builder sells a home, they raise the price in that neighborhood. So I see new home construction still being a challenge, and I still see prices going up for every house that they sell. Some of the new construction neighborhoods, they are out of lots. They have no more lots, but they do have land that they are developing. They still have to put in the infrastructure for the new land, which takes time. All the drainage, all the sewage, all the roads, that takes time. A lot of these will not be online for 6 months to a year. That's in some new construction neighborhoods that are already existing. So in addition to the new construction neighborhoods that are developing more of their property, there are new developments coming online, but they are just in the moving dirt stage. Before they're ready to sell any lots, I don't see anything before the next year. On the resale side, I still see a lot of demand, and I don't see a lot of new homes coming on the market that's going to quench the desire for the resale homes. So I still think that prices are going to continue to go up, hopefully slower than they have been, and I still see people fighting for the really good homes. What's going to affect the housing market? Well, you've got this Omicron variant coming out, which is not going to stop people, but it's going to hurt the construction industry. The second thing is going to be interest rates. Now, the Fed has stated that they're thinking of raising interest rates next year. They probably will. However, mortgage rates are not tied one-to-one to the Federal Reserve. Since the Federal Reserve announced that they're going to raise interest rates, mortgage rates have actually dropped down a little bit. In addition, even if the mortgage rates pop up a little bit, they are still lower than they have been in the last 2 years. So I don't see the mortgage rates greatly affecting the purchase of a new home. Forbearances, the ones that people are getting a break from because of the COVID, and a lot of them are coming to an end. Latest statistics, there are only about 1.7% of the number of houses that are mortgaged are in a forbearance situation. Most of those have gone on to have their loans modified, so they're staying in their homes. And of those who needed to sell their homes, they have so much equity that the risk of a ton of foreclosures is very, very small. So if you're waiting with bated breath for foreclosures to wave over the United States of America, I don't think it's happening. Most of the country, most of the cities in the country have about 2 or 4 months of supply. Here in Charlotte, we have 2 or 3 weeks of supply. This is one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. People in Michigan and Minnesota are contacting me because they're freezing their butts off. People are coming from California because they can't take living in California anymore and the prices are ridiculous. People in New York as well, and New Jersey and Connecticut and Massachusetts and Ohio and Illinois, you name it, they're calling me. Even someone that I'm working with from Chile is moving to Charlotte. People are coming from all over. So if you go on Zillow's website and see what their experts have to say, they have just upgraded their forecast and saying essentially there's going to be a lack of supply, prices are going to continue to go higher. By anyone would listen to Zillow, I'm not real sure, considering that their estimates and their purchasing of homes and going into the home purchasing business, their Zillow iBuyer lost them $300 million and they cut and ran from that particular venture. So I don't necessarily know if I would pay attention to Zillow or the Zestimate. But Zillow forecasts are about as accurate as the National Weather Service's forecast on hurricanes in September. Frankly, I don't even know what's going to happen in the future, and I have my finger on the pulse every single day. What happens in the future? Nobody knows for sure. Are you looking for a luxury resale home here in the Charlotte metropolitan area? A new luxury home build or a custom home? And if you think that you and I are a good fit, I would love to hear from you. My contact information is down below. For a free guide about everything about Charlotte, its neighborhoods, its schools, please go down to the description below. There's a link there. Click on that link. It's a free online guide and it's awesome. Thank you so much for watching. And until we see each other again, next time.